new to the channel, my name is Christian and welcome to C-Roll Productions. You guys, apparently we're getting an entirely new reboot of Power Rangers. Now, I am one of the few people who didn't necessarily mind having the 2017, Power Rangers film come out. I thought it was actually pretty much enjoyable. The action was badass, and I loved the entire cast. I thought the casting for the Rangers were pretty damn good, if you ask me. Bryan Cranston as Zordon? Bruh, come on now. I enjoyed that film. I really did. I'm not going to hate on it. I enjoyed it. But was it as good as the 1994 film or 95? I think it was 1994. Ivan News? No, it wasn't. Nothing can touch that film. That is just an all-time classic to my childhood, especially just the original show. It was just all so fabulous, you guys. I was a huge fan of Power Rangers growing up, but then it got weird, and I fell off eventually. But the original stuff, I'm a huge fan of. So them rebooting the franchise after 2017's film is no surprise to me. We all know that film was a huge disaster at the box office, which is really unfortunate because I thought it was pretty kick-ass. I really did. But to a studio, a film doesn't make a certain amount over its budget, it's considered a flop or a failure, and they won't greenlight a sequel. But apparently, from what's his name? Jonathan Entwistle is supposed to be helming this new reboot for the franchise. Let me read you guys some of this article from Hollywood Reporter. It's morphin' time for Jonathan Entwistle, the filmmaker perhaps best known for creating Netflix series The End of the Fucking World is taking on the Power Rangers, a new version of the colorful family adventure franchise. This time it's set up at Paramount Pictures. Entwistle is in early negotiations to direct the future project that would reboot the title. Interesting. Now in Paramount's court, Rangers is getting rebooted once more, in a way that hopes to bring the franchise to its roots. The story is said to involve a time travel element that brings the kids to the 1990s and bring the kids back. Tongue twister. Let me start that over again. The story is said to involve the time travel element that brings the kids to the 1990s. And in Back to the Future fashion, they have to find the way back to their present. Interesting. Okay, let me see. Rangers was a 90s TV series and a global marketing franchise initially called the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers that used the footage from the Japanese children's show. The premise involved a group of kids becoming a superhero, each with his or her own color-coordinated outfit matching their helmet. Those suits were pretty fucking sick, especially in the movie. I feel like the movie just, it evolved the suits and the look and the detail. Not the 2017, the looks, they were pretty badass as well, but something about that first film in the 90s was just so fucking badass, my God. So I gotta rewatch that film. It's been years. I'm talking maybe 15 plus years since I've seen it. It's been a long time. I'm pretty sure I can probably buy it on my Vudu account or something like that. Nobody's streaming it, but I gotta rewatch that movie because that shit was a classic to me, you guys. Let's continue. The show first aired on Fox Kids, then in 2000s on Disney's own channels. A movie also hit in 1995, so it was 1995. Lionsgate produced and released a feature in 2017 that rebooted the title, making it less kid-friendly and giving it more a broody YA edge. The movie bombed, grossing only $142 million worldwide on a budget around $100 million, and the plans for the sequels filmed were scrapped. Makes sense. Like I said, it bombed at the box office. But interesting. A time travel movie with the Power Rangers going back to the 90s, trying to get back to their present day. I like the premise of it. I really do. But I would have been down for it just a 90s film alone. Have it just set in the 90s and them not trying to get back to their time. But I'm curious to see what direction they go with this, man. I don't know. Like, what more can you do with the Power Rangers? Really, like, what more can you do with this franchise? Obviously, they can make it a kick-ass action superhero film because, the 2017 film works for me. It really did. I really enjoyed it. The action was sick, and the suits, and just the whole backstory the whole ship. It was crazy, and I liked it. But interesting. Casting is everything. Casting is everything. I'm curious to see how young they go, or how older they go. They'll probably go. Don't go too young. Go 15 to like 22, possibly, or even like 23. I think that's how the age range should go when casting the Power Rangers. Keep it original, you know, the yellow, the black, the red, eventually throw in the white, the blue, you know what I mean, the green. God, man, oh man, Tommy. Tommy was easily the best Power Ranger of all time. When he was green, then he turned white. Oh my God, then he'd use his weapon, and then, oh man, that shit was just a classic, you guys, man. I was a huge fan growing up, huge fan. But I have high hopes. I think that, you know, if given the right direction and creative team, this film could do well. Will it do well at the box office? Who knows? Power Rangers has been dead for quite some time now. To be honest with you, you ask the average fucking kid on the street, hey, you watch Power Rangers? What the fuck is Power Rangers? It's just not what it used to be. It really, it's a, I hate to say it, but I'm being honest, it's a dead franchise. Power Rangers is a dead franchise. You know, to old heads like me, like, oh man, a Power Rangers film, hell yeah, let's do it, let's get it. Of course. You know, just like, you know, the whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing. It's a dying franchise. But I love the Turtles films. Not the Michael Bay bullshit. I'm talking about the first two films, not the third one, because we all know the third one was trash, garbage, whack. But I'm interested. I'm interested, you guys. I'm curious to see how this film is gonna go, and it's gonna be interesting. But put your comments down below, guys. Let me know what you guys think about a new reboot for the Power Rangers. Good idea or bad idea? Post your comments down below, you guys. Thank you for taking time out of your day for watching Zero Productions. Peace.